Hi, it's Dan from Nancy and Dan Travel. This is a seniors checklist room tour here. Room 8570 aboard the Disney Fantasy. Come on inside. This seniors checklist, 30 separate items, grouped 15 safety items, and 15 convenience items that were identified most frequently when we asked the seniors of the Disney for Seniors Facebook group, now over 80,000 members in less than a year, what they wanted in their accommodations when they go to a Disney resort, whether it's Disneyland Paris, Disneyland in Anaheim, Walt Disney World, and so on. And so for the most frequently requested items, we've created this checklist, and we're going to go through this checklist one by one and see how this cabin, a balcony or veranda cabin aboard the Disney Fantasy, holds up against this seniors checklist. So seniors, or those of you traveling with seniors, very important for you that you know exactly what you're getting into when you go to a Disney resort or a non-Disney owned hotel at a Disney theme park resort or a Disney cruise ship. Let's go. All right, starting with safety first. Item number 1, grab bars, safety bars in the toilet, bathtub, and shower. Let's look for those safety bars, or grab bars as they're also known. Give me the split bathroom concept. There is a safety bar right there for the combination bathtub and shower. Give that one a check mark if we were keeping score at home. And the other part of the split bathroom, there is no grab bar here by the toilet. Okay, what's next? The second most frequently requested item on the checklist, number 2, is a walk-in shower. And no, as you just saw, it's a combination bathtub and shower, so it is not a walk-in. Okay, in here is the mini fridge. How cool is this? You know what? That's not bad. It's more of a cooler, I would say, than a mini fridge. Next on our checklist is says accessible outlets. Again, number 4, electrical outlets and USB, USB-C. How many are there and are they sufficient? Well, here's a set down there. Another set on the other side of the bed. Then all across here, you've got 2 USBs. And then we have 2 pairs electrical outlets. Move the hair dryer there. And continuing our search for electrical outlets. What's the situation in the bathroom? I do not see any electrical outlets here in this bathroom. Look what I found. Way up there in the corner is an electrical outlet. It says for shavers only. What about this companion? Let's see there. Nope, I am not seeing any electrical outlets. Not unusual for a cruise ship. Frequently less electrical outlets in a cruise ship than there is in a hotel room or resort. All right, what's next? Number 5 of the top 15 safety items seniors wanted in their accommodations is a room for scooters. Definitely not 2 scooters in here. And I'd be hard pressed to think even room for 1 scooter unless it's a very, very small one. Again, this is not an ADA unit. However, we did not specify an ADA type of room. It's for a non-ADA type of room. But again, be aware that cabins on cruise ships are typically smaller across the board than rooms at a Disney resort. All right, so next, toilet height and the bed height. Okay, so the measurements you can see here in the insert, step up to either of the 2 bathrooms is a 7-inch rise. It's a 7-inch rise right there. And then the toilet, it is 17 3/4 inches high, call it 18 inches. So you have that. And then over here, for the bathtub, that height is 19 and 1/2 inches. 19 and a half inches high. We got one more for you. To finish it off with the bed, the height of the bed. You can see we got some of our luggage underneath the bed. The height of the bed is 27 and 1/2 inches high. Call it 18, call it 28 inches. 27 and a half, 28 inches. All right, what's next on our check? Number 8, tub shower mats or non-slip grips on the floor. Let's take a look. Let's see. That's not bad. That's not bad. So do have something grip there. But I do not see a night light here. We would just keep the light on, or Nancy and I, but no specific night light. And this one, there, no side electrical outlet up top, and this up top, and no night light. All right, what's next? Item number 10, safety concerns for seniors in their accommodations. When at Disney is elevators, yes. Ship has lots of elevators. Number 11, electrical outlet near the bed for a CPAP. Yes, there are. Now, I'm not going to say if this is wide enough for a CPAP machine. However, there is an electrical outlet right there. I'm going to flash up the width of that nightstand before you can see how wide it is and compare it to your CPAP machine should you use one. Okay, continuing. Item number 12 from a safety concern. Nice stands on both sides of the bed. And yes, we see that. And again, we show a more detailed review of the cabin from an aesthetics perspective in our standard room tour video. I'll put a link to that video at the end of this one for you to watch. Number 13, safety one, handheld shower heads from a hygiene safety perspective. And yes, there it is. There's the handheld shower head. Very nice. Close the door. Number 14, seat in the shower stall. There is no shower stall. Again, it's a combination bathtub, shower. I mean, yes, if you really, that would be too narrow to sit on though, Mike. And number 15, safety concern, good lighting. Yes, it's very good lighting. All right, those are the top 15 items from a safety perspective that seniors of the Disney for Seniors Facebook group wanted in their accommodations. In this case, it's cabin, the veranda or balcony cabin aboard the Disney Fantasy, deck number 8. Now we'll continue with the top 15 convenience type items for seniors. All right, so the most requested item in accommodations for seniors when at Disney, in this case we're on the Disney Fantasy veranda cabin, was a microwave, coffee maker, and kettle. And no, not in this cabin. And I dare say not on most cabins in most cruise line ships. But remember, Disney has, at no cost or complimentary, room service, 24 hours a day, which is pretty cool. All right, next, fridge and microwave at counter level. Well, there's no microwave, and I would not necessarily call this a refrigerator. It's more of a cooler type. For those of you who, in your comments of the Disney for Seniors Facebook group, said you wanted a true refrigerator to make sure your medications are kept at a certain temperature. So you have to deal with the steward or the cabin attendant to see how you would manage that. Very important. Number 3, convenience. Toaster. Nope, there's no toaster here. Number 4, bathtub. Yes, we already saw the combination bathtub and shower. And remember, I'll put up here how high, I believe it was 19.5 inches, how high the rise is of this bathtub. Okay. Next item was a makeup mirror. And it's actually right here in the circle. That's pretty ingenious. All right, what's the next item? A convenience item. by seniors for seniors. Number 6, brighter lights in the bathroom. It's very bright, you just saw. Next, extra towels. Again, the cabin steward came by earlier. Again, we just boarded today. We've not even done the mustard or safety drill. So still early, but the cabin steward came out and said, any time, just ask him, let him know what you need, and so he would have no problem bringing extra towels. All right, next item, number 8, free bottled water. There is no free bottled water, but on the Disney ships, you can simply fill your cup or glass, and again, this does come with glasses, using the tap water. Water is filtered specifically on Disney cruise ships to allow you to do that. Number 9, pen and paper. You know what? Of all of these that I've done on Disney resorts, they've always struck out. No pen and paper in Disney resorts that I've ever seen. However, look at this. There's your pen. Lots of paper there. And even postcards to send home. 2 of them. It's pretty cool. So on this one, yes, Disney does get 2 thumbs up. What's the next item on our convenience checklist for seniors? Step stool for high beds. I will put up on the screen right here what the answer is for you. That the room does not come with that. So put this answer up if they will provide it. Number 11, at least 2 comfortable chairs. Well, there's the couch, sit 3 comfortably. And then there's the chair there when you're going to be writing something at the table, or possibly putting on your makeup or getting dressed for dinner. And don't forget, out in the balcony, 2 balcony chairs there with the table. Next item on the checklist. Let's see, do a table. Yes, a small table that befits the small size of cabins. Again, cabins on cruise ships are much smaller than typical hotel rooms. Number 13, no pets. Again, no pet policy unless for service animals. Number 14, a touch lamp by the bed. Well, for the touch lamp by the bed, and there's 2 of these. It's not a true touch lamp that I purchased for one of my daughters where you can just tap it, because here I'm tapping it and it's still staying on. But to me, this is equally viable. There's a switch right there and it's very conveniently located. Same thing at the other night table on the other side of the bed. And then the last one, on-site breakfast, free or not. Well, you're on a Disney cruise, and yes, all your meals are free, included. There are, as Paolo and Remy or Enchanté, upscale restaurants that are for additional charge depending on which Disney cruise ship you're on. Okay, so there you have it. The top 15 safety and top 15 convenience items that seniors want, and it's indicated most common, most frequently, that they wanted whenever staying and visiting a Disney theme park resort. This time we applied it to this balcony cabin 8570 aboard the Disney Fantasy. Now, to get the standard room tour of this cabin, I'll put the link for you right up here so you can go and watch it if you have not already. Alternatively, here's another of our Disney travel videos for older adults and seniors for you to enjoy. Please let us know what you think of these senior checklist room tours, if they're helpful for you. Please remember to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.